Welcome to my channel, Sage of Aqua. So today we are going to do a deep dive into the dark moon. So the dark moon occurs after the crescent moon. It is a period of time where the sun does not reflect solar energy. So without that consistent, what I call a number 9 vibration, because it's a consistent universal force. I'd like to start with magic. So
Raven magic and mystical shaman magic have come out in 2 different decks. So this implies you're more powerful than you think you are. That you need to step out of your comfort zone, and it's a false sense of security and safety. There is a pretense here of staying small so you won't get noticed. Even though that's a clever trick, it's not going to serve you, and you won't be able to display or utilize your incredible talents. So Raven Crows, let your talents serve you. Use your abilities and demonstrate to others that there is this amazing power of the spirit available that can move mountains. So own your capability to be a powerful magician and make this world a better place.
So we've got the King of Swords, Keeper of Challenges in my Enchanted cards deck, and this is a pretty strong and assertive energy to come out. So it could be a time for business, or it could be a time for action. Okay, so I'm just going to put one for the emotional wavelength, subconscious. So for the overall earthly soul, I have reflections, and it's actually got the pentagram on it, which does correspond with the number 6. And we actually do have a 6 of spells here that came out as card number 6. So we've got the pentagram, 6 of wands, and a 6. So I can safely say that this overall energy is number 6. And so on this picture here we can see a baby dragon, and we can see the bewilderment that this baby dragon even exists. It's such an unusual miracle, such an unusual thing to occur. So it's possible that under the dark moon that we are really perhaps getting a bit more attuned to our imagination, especially after a bout of Pisces. I'm currently doing reading outside, so there's a bit of traffic. So I'll just read this one. So it says, reflect upon, bless and be grateful for all the beautiful times in your life. Give thanks for the many blessings you receive each day. You can connect energetically to those you love. Simply feel them inside your heart. Life is beautiful. Alright, well, I can tell straight away that this reading is definitely got some Venus influence here. Alright, so the 6 is where we're going to start. So it says the 5 shook things up, but I do actually have 5 in the awareness position, 5 of swords. So some tumultuous energy is in your awareness. But the overall energy is that it's going to calm down pretty quickly, and life will go on. So we're just going to have a look at the 6 of spells. Each six speaks of success, peace, and at least respite. So the 6 of spells says congratulations and well done. So It says there's a new arrival in the forest, so I was getting the feeling that this may be a love reading, but we are doing the subconscious, and we are doing the dark moon phase, which is going to bring out more subtle energies that the sun doesn't dominate over, because the reflection of the sun is absent. Okay, so you may have been working on something for a while and it's finally come to fruition, which is great news. Okay, so we'll have a look at the other one. So in the subconscious we have the huntsman. He's got a couple of deers here, so he's nurturing those deers, and I think he seems to embody the character that's perfectly in tune with his own environment, so I'll just double check his meaning. And then we've got number 5, bloom, and white rose of hope. So again, I think that something has definitely come to fruition here. So this is about self-confidence, and we've got the King of Swords here as well, so this is a very confident energy here. The power of imagining, the femininity, individual fulfillment. A woman gazes into your eyes with pride and self-confidence. She knows what she wants, and this certainty blooms out of her being like a bountiful garden. Her hair is thick like branches of trees reaching out with controlled abandonment. The power of nature surrounds her, flowing both into her and out from her. Okay, so that sort of says to me that there's a real balanced energy here, and if you are a returning subscriber, you may have seen my previous reading about the number 9s, and that is really tuning into universal currents. So this confidence could be because of that balance, that alignment, which is also confirmed here. What would it feel like to be disconnected and confident? So you want to branch out and just have a go at trying to work your own magic. You've basically got nothing to lose here. In fact, the Wand's energy bring in that feeling of accomplishment and success. So I'm also getting a bit of an androgynous feeling from this person. You know, I'm getting a feeling that there's no gender, that it could be male or female, and I'm thinking that this feeling like that this could be about an emotional bond, especially with this huntsman here, this rather divine creature here, that you could be thinking about, you could be dealing with. I'm thinking point blank that this is it's got something to do with the recent conjunction in the sky of Venus and Jupiter, where they came within a few degrees of each other, and that is really like Bo Peep meeting
Taskmaster of the Sky, you know, the CEO.
Little Miss Goody Two Shoes taking on, you know, the government or something like that. If you've taken on a big corporation, or you're fighting for your rights, and you're just thinking that you're little Bo Peep and that you've got this well-experienced person to deal with, and could possibly even be the King of Wands, and you're aware of his prowess and you're aware of his capabilities. These cards are here to say you just go right on ahead, and you feel confident about yourself, because there is nobody else like you. So what could you accomplish with if you was connected and as confident as you would like to be? So your inner strength blossoms into future achievements. So this is a very good time to do some of those little projects that you thought you'd never have time to do, or you didn't think that they were worthwhile. This is saying to dig deep. Okay, and we also have the White Rose of Hope in number 30, which is number 3, and this is about a beacon of hope, a solution, or a beginning. So I believe that this reading has been graced by the Venus, the goddess of love. So this could be a new beginning of a new relationship. So here we see a woman dressed in blue, a blue gown, standing somewhere in a lonely landscape. Darkness surrounds her. So you may have felt a little bit alone lately. So this is a beacon of hope. But a shining white rose glows like a beacon and illuminates the night. Maybe this woman is lost, maybe she is uncertain about her feelings. Okay, so if you've got mixed feelings about somebody, yet thanks to the light of the flower she can find her way. White roses symbolise hope, new beginnings, admiration and young life. There are exciting times ahead. Okay, so this is a pretty good onus for love right here. It goes way beyond that to loving the fool within. So this is very much like the Fool card. I think that is the part of you with such childlike innocence behaves in a way that sometimes brings on social or self-condemnation.
The adaptability of this card deserves the title of Trickster.
So in a pre-shuffle, I actually pulled the Swan again. Now, if you've if you're a regular viewer or subscriber to my channel, you may have seen Plutomania, and the Swan came out in Plutomania. So it's come out again. So I feel that this is important. And it says appreciate the beauty inside and all around you. So this is about self-acceptance as well. So they're pretty important. The animal spirits are really standing out to me as being really important in this reading at the moment. So on the gravity door, which is one of my own concepts, I've got the 9 of Wands, the 9 of Pentacles, which is what we had in the equinox reading. So that just means that the energy is passing through, or is some in the past, but it's still there for me to see, but it's at the bottom of the deck. So this really does confirm my equinox reading about the power of 9. So that's beautiful. But also came out with it is the folly. So this says to me that the universal energy that we so rely on and we take for granted every day of our lives is bringing in a moment where we're going to have to reassess our situation. So that's great to have confirmation of that. And so just a quick bit on the gravity door. It is my belief that wavelengths are drawn to the earth through gravity, which has got nothing to do with the sun or sun signs or anything like that. It just, in my mind, it simply doesn't work like that. So solar energy to me is a constant number 9 vibration. So we actually have a solar vibration on the gravity door, and at the moment the sun is in the Aries constellation. Okay, so just used another spirit scope, and I've also put out the boar, the pig, and the elk, the wapiti. So both of these are confirming that confidence is necessary, as depicted by these cards, that your confidence in yourself is necessary here, especially if this relates to a relationship. So it says face your problems head on, and I've got the 5 of Swords here and awareness, so there is some problem that you're dealing with. With confidence and courage, and you will end up victorious. So that's the confirmation of what I've already said a bit earlier in the reading. And stand tall and maintain your dignity no matter what, and others will treat you with respect that you deserve. So that's also something that came out about here, just being confident in the fact that you've achieved greatness, and other people will act accordingly. So that's pretty good advice from that mystery today. So I think we'll just have a quick look at this one. So this 5 of Swords is a little bit worrying, so we'll just have a quick look at these 5s, because that is the energy. So it's the number of mankind. The 5-pointed star is a template for the form of an outstretched human being, with the head, hands, feet marking each segment. The star is also the emblem of Hindu god Shiva, who both creates and destroys. So that's what we sort of saw in here, was about the balance, what comes in, what goes out. This is a double aspect of 5. The problems we encounter are man-made. We suffer for them, but can easily extricate ourselves, as we have 5 fingers, so we have a hand in our own destiny and design. Okay, so whatever problems it is that you're facing in this possible love or family situation is probably because of something that we've done, maybe mindlessly, perhaps we've acted slightly foolishly, and it's something that we can sort out ourselves. Okay, so we've got the 5 of Swords, so it's a test of will, Five of Swords. It's been testing whatever it is that's the issue. So it says, what exactly are you fighting for? This challenge can only deplete you, and you cannot win. It may be difficult to abandon the cause, but the Five of Swords indicates that it's time to walk away. Okay, so there might be a love situation that is not working out. This card traditionally shows oppression, humiliation, and potentially bullying. Now, the outcome is clear, you can make plans elsewhere. Okay, so this might be to do with the workplace as well. This is not technically a love reading, it's just, I just got the feeling that it might be. Okay, and Metamorphics just come out as our first spiritual card. So this is about our collective spiritual experience. So it's number 6. And so just to close out this reading, I got one from the Earth Magic deck, and this one confirms a reflection. So it says winter solstice on there. It doesn't really matter which part of the world you're in. It's certainly not the winter solstice for us here in the southern hemisphere, but you could have just gotten out of the winter where you live. So the reflection has come up twice now, so I will just close out with this. See the winter solstice. Actually, in this deck, the winter solstice is just right before the wolf, which we got the coyote. So we might just have a quick look at that as well. So we've got just in this deck, they're next to each other. That one's the last one. So reflection. This is says that in the midpoint of winter, it's not only the shortest day of the year, but the longest night. The world is very still and the land is dormant. So if you just come out of a dormant phase, or we're actually in a dormant phase of the moon, there's certainly some level of dormancy here. The world is, various festivals of light are celebrated and have been for thousands of years, serving as a reminder that the light will indeed return. So if your situation is calm a little bit and you've had a bit of a tower moment, the light will return. There is hope here. You've got the beacon of hope. There's definitely hope on the horizon. Something will get better or change. Throughout many cultures, there are tales describing this time as the birth of the archetypal Sun King, including the Christian story of Jesus' birth, representing the hope of renewal from the darkest period of the solar cycle. Renewal. This image portrays a powerful yet simple representation. We see a clear reflection of the snowy woods on the still frozen waters of the lake. The blue tint drapes the scene with an even greater sense of quiet and solace. And overall we've had the number 6 energy, which is definitely about passivity or harmony.
Inviting us to walk very softly, lest we disturb the intense yet gentle grace of the frozen lake, reminds us that this is the time for us to go inside, to both our physical shelter as well as our internal world, and there contemplate the season that has passed, the season that is, and the season that has yet to come. Review the past year and ask yourself, what are the most important lessons you've had to learn? What have you accomplished? And what dreams and visions you want to manifest in the coming year? Honor whatever has happened over the previous several months with gratitude and forgiveness. Then let it go. Allow yourself some solitude so you can spend some quiet time, slow time in reflection.